Hey guys, welcome to the stream. We're back. We're playing Diablo 4. I'm not sure if any of the guys will be joining me today, but we'll have some fun playing some Diablo. Let's see. Got my sick upgrade here. Going the Paragon board right now. That's kind of a weird thing. But I like the vulnerable damage that they're giving me here. I think I'll work my way up. We'll get this rare node, this glyph socket. I might actually get that. I think so. I mean, I know 4% potion healing is really worth it, but well, we'll see. Alright, there we are. Let's see what's going on. I don't see any events at the moment, so I think we're just going to do some nightmare dungeons. Let's, actually, let me clear my inventory first. Get this taken care of. Let's see. Don't like that power. That ain't that good. Synergy is alright. I don't think it's that great. Could be. Expectant. Probably just... I like Vengeful. I might... Exploiters. I think I might extract Vengeful. With this, like, they have aspects, but there's so little storage space for all this stuff that... It's crazy. I really need to. Hey, Alpha Sloth, how's it going? Really need to get this done. All right. We'll salvage the rest. Going out here, we'll get some. Once we get that taken care of, we'll throw down at some dungeons. It's been a crazy week, man. I keep hearing about that stupid submarine. All. It still won't go away too. Now that it's been solved, it's kind of like, I'm done with it. But no, I gotta keep on talking about it.
How can I help?
It's kind of crazy to see an article where like one of the guys that was fired is like, this needs to be tested more. It's not a carbon fiber. Maybe not hold up as well as steel, or like he was worried that over time, stressing and de-stressing it might eventually develop flaws. It seems like he was right. So I mean, like it's got to be a feather in his cap. Oh, that guy that yeah, he's dead now. Let's see. Maximum energy. I should upgrade this. I've been upgrading some of my items. Like, even though I might replace them earlier, I mean, there's really not that much to get them upgraded.
See anything you like?
It is kind of crazy, isn't it? Oh yeah, see, like scattered prisms. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can add a socket to that. That's a good idea. And then we go upgrade. Let's see, in this last upgrade, well, actually, which I got plenty of. Like, look at all this material I got. The money's not bad. I got plenty of money too. Cha-ching! I might as well upgrade that too. Oh yeah. Oh, this isn't upgraded. I mean, it's just extra stats. It is weird though. I heard he donated to Republicans. Although that's a title of an article. He was a GOP donor. It's like, okay. That's relevant. That's relevant to the conversation. It is kind of weird to see people like, oh, almost gleeful. Right, I'm gonna I need to use some of these potions. I get so many of them. Let's see. I want to go with tier 12. Should be. With the Nightmare Dungeons, it's like the tier level, which is actually, I don't know if I can't mouse over this stuff, so never mind. Let's see. It's tier level plus 54 is what's going to be the level of the monsters, and the sort of best or the ideal number you want is 3 levels above your level. So 65 would be what I'm shooting for, which would be, I guess technically, let's see, because that would be, this is going to be 64. So I would technically want a tier 11. I don't have any tier 11s. So I think we'll just do, we're just gonna do a tier 10. There's always like, that always takes so, let's see, what's the, oh, I'll just go here. They're going to actually give you a new, there's going to be a new option that's going to let you teleport to it automatically, which I think is pretty good. I think a lot of people's problems with doing these Nightmare Dungeons at the moment is just like, you have to teleport and then you have to walk. I also don't know why you can't, like, these horses, they need to make them faster. Because, like, if I get off this thing, I'm almost as fast with my, just with my stuff. I don't have to worry about getting off the horse. I guess the only upside is that you can go through enemies when you dash or use their dash move, but I have my own dash move that can go through enemies anyway, so it's kind of almost pointless to have this horse at the moment. Hey, that's team sports. It's all team sports. All right, which water? The dungeon. Oh, this is one of the lightning ones. I mean, at least it was the implosion. I think, I mean, I guess it's really not much different from any of the mass shootings that happen. We always have to find out it's their race first, and then we decide accordingly what was the cause. So I need to free prisoners here. Hey, what's up, Paul? Get underneath. So when that thing shows up, lightning is about to strike. And it won't one-shot me, but it will do a lot of damage. So I like to play it safe and go under it. Kind of an interesting mechanic for a dungeon. I just don't like how it doesn't necessarily stay near you all that well. So sometimes you have to like run backwards. And we've got a cursed chest here, which is fine. These are usually pretty good. Gotta watch out. Well, lightning's actually doing a decent amount of damage.
I'm not ready yet.
Gotta get under it. Just banshees can do a lot of damage. Wonder how many lightning fields they're gonna put down. I mean, this is basically what I'm trying to do is level up right now. Eventually, I want to get to 70. And once I'm 70, then I will. Oh, the crystal one that follows you is, yeah, that one's super annoying. I really dislike it. I have to constantly try and like avoid that. Yes, my chest. Ooh, sacred pants. Oh, hey, Deborah, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see Covert Contract Attorney. Yeah, that red AoE, that one is really annoying. That's one of my least favorite mechanics that I've encountered so far. I've only done a few of those. Ooh, Snake Slayer. I really just like the ones that slow me down. Like, I don't mind the extra damage ones, you know? Or like stuff does extra damage. I mean, like them being cold enchanted. For one of the bear tribe quests that has a huge amount of elite packs. Really? I don't know if I've already done that or not. I haven't been keeping up with the latest XP farming, as they seem like determined to nerf everything. That's like kind of good. So once you turn 50, the XP really slows down. Let's see. Ooh, conduct. Destroy the wardens. No. Oh, I didn't want to get two of them at the same time. Oh, I got Blastway Shrine. Just need one more Ward of Eyes. Call of the Ancients. I was farming it with my bro the other night. Did 4 levels in a few hours. Nice.
I'm not ready yet.
Next sigil. I haven't started crafting sigils yet. I'm not exactly sure where. Oh, maybe it's over here. Oh, here we are. Oh shit! Oh shit! No! Damn it! That chain stunned. And my thing wasn't up. My unstoppable wasn't up. Rip. I needed to. Might need to save that sometime. That CC lasts forever.
I need more time.
Bastards. Oh shit. Oh yeah, the crafting the sigils. I just haven't gotten into doing it yet.
I'm not ready yet.
I hate that stunt. Oh my god, they do it so often too. That's why I hate dealing with these stupid snakes. Alright, gotta go back up. We'll fight the boss. Who are these guys?
I need more time.
Oh, like I see, I'm not waiting. See, like it doesn't do that much damage to me. Not enough for me to wait. Sometimes I'd rather just kill this thing. deal with that stupid stuff. There we go. Easy. I hate how like some rando enemies seem much harder than any boss. Oh, Wind Force. That's a unique. I don't use bows though. Have hits with this weapon have a 60% chance to deal double damage and knock back the target. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Enshrouding Archon. Gain a free Dark Shroud. Shadow every 3 seconds while standing still. Each Dark Shroud grants 3%. I don't like standing still though. Let's see. Intelligence, skill cooldown reduction is not bad. I don't know if I want to keep those. I might keep the pants just in case. Not bad. Alright. I've just been leveling these one of them at a time. The only one I have equipped. I don't know exactly which one is the best. I probably should look that up in a guide sometime. Which glyph is the best? I don't know if I even have the best glyph. Alright. Sell.
Yeah, give it over.
Exploit? Yeah, I don't think I have that as a glyph. Ambush, Bane, Canny, Davius, Control, Combat, Closer. Oh, Exploit. I do have it now. I'll have to start leveling that up. Let's see, for every strength purchased within you deal... Alright, increase vulnerable damage. Well, that's good. Let's start putting that... Putting that there. Can I sort these things? Or no? Versatility, Snare, Tracker, Turf. Ooh. Nice. Shockwave's Pulverize. I heard that build's pretty darn good. Alright. Let me see. Let me look up. There's this cool like website that tells you all the events that are going on for... It's like Diablo 4 World Boss Tracker. Alright, so Helltide's going to start fairly soon. 11 minutes, but I'll probably do that. I guess we'll continue with the... I'll continue with our glyphs. Our tier 11. There we go. That's exactly what I want. And... Guess we're going there. No, I want to go here. Traveled it. Increase the initial damage by like 200%. That's insane. Have you seen that that video of that guy with the sorcerer just annihilating Lilith? Like the Uber boss?
Not in town.
It's insane. Like he's doing like 4 million per hit. That was really cool. What people find, I'll kill these elites. Might as well. Elites are always, almost always worth killing for the extra XP. And the minions as well. treasure goblin. Kill the treasure goblin.
I need more time.
Oh no, missed my trap. Take that.
I'm not ready yet. What's this?
Ooh, an old tome. Free dark shroud. I don't like the ones that you're standing still. Does not work for my build. Like, there's a bar build that bursts out like 10 to 20 million damage every minute or so. Oh my god. Wonder what that's for, though. No, that's right. Still have that stuff on. Probably should have put it away. Oh. Well, I keep seeing people talk about kick. It's pretty funny.
Time.
It's pretty funny to watch salty these high-level streamers get salty about who does and doesn't get a contract.
I need more time.
Mostly because I don't like anybody. any high-level streamer. Ooh, gotta get my pedestal. So any sort of dissidence is just kind of fun. I can sit back and relax. So cold.
I need more time.
Maggots.
I'm not ready yet.
Find. And unseal this door here. Look at the pedestals be. Anyways, yeah. I still like Pokemon saying, I have too much morals and ethics that take that kick contract. Like, I'm sure that's why. The morals and ethics of it. Everyone knows there's no company more moral than Twitch. Oh, that's not the... For some reason I thought that was the... I don't know why I thought that was the... like the pedestal to put it on. Apparently it's a trap. Ooh. When they make me wonder. These things are so annoying. I've heard some people complain that on-death effects are just too prevalent in this game. I kind of tend to agree. There's a lot of it. Which, I mean, like, look, some of it's not bad, but too many just can make it a little annoying. I also think, like, the explosion from the fire-enchanted stuff is, like, way too much.
I'm not ready yet.
She's a very good girl. Oh, shit. Conduit Shrine. I love these things. I'll electrocute all of them.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, this thing is super tanky.
I'm not ready yet.
That's a blood ritual. Also, like, the other thing that annoyed me is, like, Pokimane said that Kick makes Twitch money because they're using Amazon warehouse or AWS, Amazon, like, warehouse services for their hosting, which, I mean, is like, oh, man, that was a Fire Enchanted guy. Speaking of them, they do so much damage. Oh man, I go all the way back there? That's so annoying. Yep. Playing by myself, Ryan needed to consult Dante, I think, more on the tech support side. He just made a mistake with one of his components, and they're uncompatible. Of course, hasn't even started yet, so you never quite know. Hopefully everything will work out in terms of how quickly where everything works. It's always a pain in the ass to upgrade your stuff, because you never quite know until it's there. You know, you don't know. But anyway, like Pokimane was saying, like, oh, Kick makes Amazon money because they use the same web servers, which is just completely insane. Because obviously, yes, they do, but no one's going to. There's no way that they're going to subsidize like the stream company, which isn't making money. There's no way they're going to use another streaming company to subsidize that company. I mean, there may be a possibility they do that, but it's usually pretty rare. It's not like, you know, the WNBA, where it's like, where they just subsidize a failing league to in order to uphold the NBA's or the WNBA's failing league. That's a totally different scenario. But even so, people keep asking the Twitch CEO that same question. It drives me insane. Like, no, it clearly doesn't. Twitch is not Amazon, even though they're owned by Amazon. There's no reason for if Twitch isn't making money. There's no explicit reason for Amazon to just keep it, unless they're trying to use it as some like propaganda wing, some advertising platform for their stuff, which I doubt it. I think it's mostly just to make them money. Someone else, yeah. I mean, you have to pay a little extra for it. I mean, you can get some nice stuff doing it yourself, but yeah. I mean, the last time I upgraded my computer, which was forever ago, I did end up getting the components myself. They have some nice websites. Like, I used one of those website, I forget what, PC part picker or something like that. You know, where you can put in all the stuff. It's like, yeah, all the stuff's compatible. It's like, okay. But even then, it can still be a little bit, there can still be some extra issues. Because I'm always worried about, like, stuff like the power supply, not having enough power. You know, not having enough, or, you know, the RAM not fitting or having enough space. Or, you know, when you put all the parts together, especially with those PC or video cards, like, they're so big. And there's such a pain in the ass to put in sometimes. Like, do you have enough room for all of that? Like, I had issues with before where, like, the extra fan, the cooling fan I got for the processor was too big. And then I couldn't have, you know, that like, upgraded fan. And, you know, the power supply, and the graphics card. Because the graphics card was sticking out. But it's like, ugh. Is this the boss? I wonder. Oh. Let's take the Seething Hive Master. Oh man, I'm just like that guy playing. Did you see that guy playing Final Fantasy? It was hilarious. This guy was playing that new Final Fantasy game. Let's see, can I not like? All right, can he closer? Playing this new Final Fantasy 16 with the with like all the upgrades on it, or not all this like assist stuff. It was pretty disgusting, but there was like some journalists making fun of how easy it was, which was just the height of irony. Just let pet exactly. You're too busy making mega money. Don't cook. Don't mow your lawn. None of that stuff. Just outsource. Outsource everything. Let poor people deal with the other stuff. PS5, yeah. It looks pretty good. Never been a big Final Fantasy guy, so I probably wouldn't get it. Like, I mean, well, I shouldn't say like newer Final Fantasy. Back when I was younger, in the Super Nintendo days, where, you know, it's like, oh, wow, I can spend like 100 hours on a game. Which I really shouldn't talk right now because I've probably put 100 hours into this Diablo game, but... Anyway, it's like, yeah, it's the idea of just going and dumping hours and hours in an RPG seems less appealing nowadays. Though I hear it's going to come out on PC, and you get all sorts of cool mods with that.
Here is a reward for your service. Old Ostaf pays his debt.
Good old Ostaf. Thank you for that reward. Got some renown. Ooh, I got a cache. My cachet. Oh no.
Can't do that here.
I need to do some gambling. Some of the stuff like Oolongs and stuff. Yeah, 2 and 3 were awesome. And then they're remaking... That's another thing they just announced. They're remaking the old Super Mario RPG, which is really cool. Looks great. I've heard some rumors that they want to try and remake Chrono Trigger. It's one of the best games ever. Though I had seen some arguments that people don't like. This one guy like did like this fan art of Chrono Trigger, but they did it in like the Octopath Traveler style. And quite a few people thought it looked really ugly, which it kind of does. I mean, it's really talented the way he did it, but it looked really ugly. Let's see. So it's like ooh, like I don't want a game remade with those style graphics. That's kind of been like the hip thing to do. Is have like these 2D sprites in like a 3D world. And then you kind of brown and bloom the crap out of it. That old trick. Time to salvage. We'll just salvage these. Oh, I know. Tons of it. I mean, it can work if like you design it to do that, but I don't know if I want Chrono Trigger remade in that style. I'd almost rather see it kind of similar to how it was. Especially since Chrono Trigger was a lot more colorful than I think the graphics on Octopath Traveler. At least from the screenshots I've seen of it. But you never know how they'd end up remaking that stuff. Ancient Lament? Why not? Oh, the end boss and the secret boss. Okay, here we go. Why can't they give me... Why can't I find keys near waypoints? Wait. What am I doing here? There we go. They did that. Yeah. They can't really remake sprites anymore, though. That's the thing, is no one will actually do that. So I don't know what you're left at that point with. Like, do you do like some like cell shaded stuff, like DBZ I mean, they have made some like really good DBZ art. You know, like the DBZ fighting games look pretty darn good. And of course, you know, Chrono Trigger is famously has that style, or you know, the artist. I forget what his name is, Toyama or something. Famously has. Oh, why am I doing this? I don't need ore blows. I'm actually full of them right now. I could do it in that style, and that might work. Kind of make it like an anime video game. Got to like some way to like for it to be high fidelity and still kind of keep its style. That'd be hard. It'd be hard. Hopefully not 3D like Chrono Cross. Never played it, but I never liked it. A PS1 style graphics just didn't age as well as the other ones. The 16-bit sprites. They just weren't abstract enough, I don't think.
I'm not ready yet.
Gotta be careful with these fallen lunatics because they can kill you if they blow up. You don't kill them fast enough, they're a pain in the ass. I've died to them a few times. Like it's always this like explosion stuff that ends up killing you. Which I mean, I guess it gives you you can have time to dodge it, so it's fair. It's pretty fair in that sense.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, there's an aspect. It's called Blade Dancers. And that's like critical for that build to work. For this build to work. That's what I have on my crossbow at the moment. Statue. Gonna run it back over. Place it on the altar.
I'm not ready yet.
One more to go. You can get it from a dungeon, yeah. So like, you don't have to totally rely on farming it. That's one of the things that makes it kind of a viable build for any rogue.
I'm not ready yet.
That's actually only one of the things that's kind of annoying about Diablo at the moment. Like, I mean, I think it's cool that they added it into they added in these things. That way you don't have to worry so much about, you know, finding a legendary item. But then like you almost like required at this point to get it. You know, like without these legendary aspects, the game like doesn't work. You know, your builds just don't work without them. So if you actually want to beat the game in a decent manner, you need to you have to rely on some of these shrines.
I'm not ready yet.
All right.
I need more time.
Spiders. I hate spiders. One of the worst enemies in the game. I always want to like root you and then slow you down as well. These Half-Life 3 looking guys. These explode on death. Ah. Season 1. I heard a lot of people were complaining about, oh, resets. Yeah, your character resets. I mean, that's how ladders work. Well, a lot of people don't want to go back and do it.
I'm not ready yet.
I personally think it's kind of cool. The idea like you start with a new character. Kind of gives you something to be excited for. But yeah, I'm curious to see how they're going to do the seasons. How much they're going to change. Because I heard they're planning on making it like a bunch of content with them. Kind of like a theme sort of thing. It's going to be interesting to see how they do it. I think that's going to be a lot of the longevity of the game is doing the seasons. All right. Now we open up and time to do this. Yay. Let's wreck them. That's why I like twisting blades. You just spin to win. Also, I hate these levers. As long as XP gains is better, yeah. I hope they do update that too. I think it takes a little bit too long. After 50, it really seems to drop off. Like your XP gain. It just takes a little too long to grind. Especially if they're going to make it seasonal. I think they definitely need to kind of increase the XP you gain. I can kind of see them like doing it now. Because, you know, they don't have the seasons ready. They're trying to like catch up and work on it, so you know you don't want people getting bored with it, especially before your season starts. Like them just being done with that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you're gonna have to remake a new character every 3 months, then I think you want to make it kind of easy to get, or easier to get to level 100 and finish all the content. Oh, that's a lot. There's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of stuff here. Uh-oh. Like a lot of this stuff's like for this pools. Everything has to die in some sort of like poison pool. Because God forbid. They don't. Where is it? Oh, there's that terror guy. Resplendent guardian here. Oh, of course I'm rooted. Because there's spiders. I'm rooted again because there's spiders. I'm poisoned because everything has to drop a poison pool on death. Give me my chest. Oh, that was disappointing. Alright, destroy the demonic corruptors. I heard they're actually hiring a new dungeon designers. The XP halfway point is at 87. Wow. I mean, there have been games where it's like 98 to 99 is like worth all of that XP, all the XP you've gained so far, plus all the XP you gained beforehand. But that was, you know, that's MMOs. You only have to do that once to make that character, and it's, you know, yours forever. But yeah, 87, the halfway point. Goodness gracious. That's insane. This isn't a Korean MMO. We need it. We need XP faster. Make more characters, have fun. I mean, because a lot of it. Oh, shoot. Woo! That was. Oh, get out of jail free card here. Called dash. That's one of the other reasons I like this build is it has both dash and a shadow step. So I got like several ways to get out of here if I need to. Lots of mobility when things start blowing up.
I'm not ready yet.
Ah, no. I hate these succubuses. I like to run backwards as they attack you. I don't stay in my my twisting blades of death. Everything that runs at me is cool. Everything that runs away from me is bad.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh. Oh, I completed it. Nice. I'm like, what the heck was that? God, I destroyed... Oh, I got it. Is that another unique? Or is that just a... That's just a legendary.
I need more time.
Might as well kill these uniques.
I need more time.
Kill these wretched succubuses. Okay. Oh no, I didn't want to allocate. Chip, darn it. Unallocate. Oh well. Gotta be careful with that next time. Just wind force. Wait, I thought I got another. Did I get another one? Doom Crest of Elusive Menace. Oh, I don't have the close quarters combat one. Whatever. Nothing too great. We'll teleport out. I think there should be a Helltide active. I enjoy doing the Helltides. I think they're a lot of fun. Random stuff like falling down, random meteors. Get a lot of good stuff out of those chests. Excuse me, I need a drink. Let's see. Yeah, Helltide is active right now. Let's go sell our stuff. Sell these rares. For mad money. Go salvage this stuff. I don't know if you can trade uniques. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like the healing ones. Always seem, let's see, Shadow View, whatever. Let me see what this has. I don't really like the other stats on this one. Okay. Did I already have... Maybe I didn't put that away. Or should I get 2 wind forces? No, I do. I have 2 wind forces. One's slightly better. Core skill damage. Distant enemies. When ranks of the impetus passive. I guess they always have the same stats. Just one has... How is this more damage, though? Like, this has better stats overall. Has better core skill damage. And better ranks to distant enemies. Besides the base weapon damage is a little bit smaller, but I don't know if I trust those numbers all the time. All right, let's go over to Helltide. Teleport right into it. The Helltides are fun because you collect these little, like, cinders. And what the cinders do is you can, once you get enough, you can open these, like, mystery chests that are scattered in it. And they usually give, like, a bunch of legendary items. Pop out everywhere. Pretty fun. Ooh, got an ability. You just walk around and destroy stuff. Try and find some events. Kind of fun. Just kind of tool around and kill stuff. And they reward you with these cinders and other cool items that are apparently necessary. Lifespan. Click on stuff. It's kind of a fun. I kind of like this idea. You just go around the map, and just wreck stuff. And this stuff does pretty decent good damage too. Gotta be careful. Let's see. Go this area. Beat these guys up. I'll show you what they mean by these chests. Ooh, crossbow. Like these are like the chests, the tortured gift. Like this one has helms. Some will have like weapons or amulets and stuff. The ones I'm going for are the chests of mysteries. And basically what the mystery chests do is just give you random stuff, but they cost the most in terms of the cinders, but they give you the best stuff. Or 175 to open that. So it does take a bit of farming to get to. But usually as long as you can like run around enough, do enough events, you end up getting it pretty quickly. And you don't die. Like, I had that one time where, like, I had enough cinders. I think you lose half your cinders when you die. Which sucks. Like, I had enough. I was on my way to the chest. And then I run into, like, these, like, lunatic cultists, the exploding ones, and they explode and killed me. I'm like, oh. Like, that's annoying. But once I realized that I lost half my stuff, like, oh, no. The worst thing ever. Wayward soul. Alone in this darkness, please. My baby. Where's my baby? Skeleton Captain, die. Ooh. Kind of like a lot of unique items. I think I need to stay in this thing for her to keep moving. Oh, another guy shows up. That's also the cool thing is, like, since it's an event, you'll usually end up running into more people during the Helltides. Like, end up doing these events together with other people. Kind of get a community aspect going. It's kind of fun. I think normally it's kind of annoying to deal with the online element of this game. But this is one of the few places where it kind of works. So, you got this guy, this pulverized. Look, he's doing some sort of pulverized build here. A barbarian doing something. You left me alone. Oh no, this tormented child. Got some issues. He needs to resolve. That's alright. We helped him. Help him get over it by killing him. Rewarded. Oh, I forgot. I need to freaking gamble. Next time I go back, I gotta gamble. Where's the Demon Army? What are you trying to pull here? I know. Hey. The invitation was open. I'm an army. I'm an army of one today. It's definitely not because I was too lazy to switch my thing from last time. My description from last time. You never know. I always keep it open, you know, in case other people show up. I think Misha's out partying in some city. And Ryan, of course, had some tech issues. Technical issues with the upgrades, so I'm on my own today.
I'm not ready.
Holding it down right now, though, for the T-Rexes. Farming the Helltide. I guess there are tech-in issues. Could be both. Die, you bastards. Don't run from me. War. Flesh mauler. How dare he? And I had one person bring up. I was watching a video, popular Diablo YouTuber, and he said one of the issues with the game is that it's too much CC in it, which I think it might actually be right in some ways. But I really don't get chain stunned all that often. Just that per soul thing again. No, it's an ancient siphon. Oh no, more murmuring orbs. I just do these. I'm just doing these right now. I don't need the orbs, but having the getting all the tormented souls actually helps. Oh, this is nice. See, this is. Sometimes they'll give you enemies that have ranged attacks, and those are the worst. They're really hard to do. You have to harangue them into the circle, but these fly swarms come right at me. These skittering abominations come right at me. They're the best. Like, look how easy that was. Super easy. I have to deal with these annoying guys. Oh, done already. Simple. Got random pants, which aren't sacred, so they're probably crap. Got orbs that I can't pick up. Hold on, gotta go back to town. I'll town portal back out. I can't stand not getting these collectibles. I'm just leaving money on the table right now. It's time to gamble stuff. Let's see. There's Purveyor of Curiosities right there. Gotta head over. What do we gamble for? I could use a nice pair of pants. Pants or boots would be nice. With a useful prefix. Let's see if, let's see. Pants, boots. See, like, if they don't have the glowing thing on it, I assume that you don't get a... Oh, shoot. Wow. I already got... See that? But it's not sacred. Which is kind of annoying. Let's see. So, gloves. Let's see. Tunic. I already have a tunic. So, what? Pants aren't sacred, and the boots aren't sacred either. So, I want sacred. I want sacred gloves. Let's see. What do we do here? Bow? No. I could try a sword.
There's a lucky find, eh?
Let's see, what's this?
Just tell your friends where you got it.
Thorns. That looks awful. Thorns dealt has to deal damage to all enemies around you. Well, that's
Got the
whatever.
magic touch. Not bad. Just tell your friends where
Oh, he seems upset. Blade dancers. Yay. Let's see, but it doesn't have good stats. Vulnerable damage actually is really good, but I already have it. Problem is I already have twisting blades on this. This one, so on my two-handed weapon, which doubles the effect of it. So I don't need this. I also don't know if it's the best roll of it. 13? 13 actually isn't bad. I think I have the lowest roll on here, right? Or no? Let's see. It's doubled. Be 26. Oh well. What do I roll again? I'll roll a tunic.
there's a lucky find, eh?
A ring. I'll just roll the swords again. Yes, another one. Let's see. Poison trap.
Got it.
I hit that power. Core skill damage isn't bad. Whatever. We used our stuff. I don't even know what I'd be rolling for here. Alright, cultist. I'm gonna extract blade dancers. Power. Alright. Oh wait, where do I extract here? Do I need to extract any of the other aspects? Basic skills grant 20% damage reduction for 10 to 20 seconds. I don't mind those. That's not a bad power. But I'll extract it. I don't know if I have... Oh, I'm maxed out on aspects. That's great. I'll have to put some away. And storage. Let's see. Poison trap. Alright, the rest can be salvaged. Oh. Got upgraded to 1.20 on the server.
Best of everything.
Start doing some 1.20 videos for Minecraft.
Unusual.
It should be fun.
Addition to my wares.
Get to explore new lands. Try and find the cherry blossom groves. Establish. Right now the plan is find never outshine the master. Yeah, 48 laws of power. Once we find the cherry grove biome, I want to build a cherry forest near spawn, or at least start a farm there. The farm the cherry grows. Kinds of mud. Salvage and salvage. So plenty of those. Work our way up. Look at that dexterity. I don't know if I need to give myself more intelligence. I don't know how many nodes require that. Seems like a wasted stat. And then I gotta go back. Hey, what's up, Jack? Good to see ya. How you doing today? All right. You'd have to ask Ryan on that. I'd probably say no. Simply because I wouldn't trust you to, not mess with people. But we shall see. That would be more a question to ask him.
I'm not ready yet.
Considering you do seem to enjoy screwing with people and annoying them. Definitely some. Me personally, I would prefer like just to. I mean, I like people either like I know that are cool to hang out with, or like other content creators, you know, that are doing their thing. Is it? I was actually thinking like kind of like being a content creator, like when you actually like have like a portfolio of stuff. Does seem like a pretty good. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Like I don't know if it's really social proof's the right word, but you know, people see you actually like put in like several hundred hours of time and effort into something. You know, you're probably a lot less likely to blow it up for dumb reasons. Not that that's a guarantee, because we know plenty of content creators will do that. But at the very least, it's always less likely, I guess, than like the random person online that you don't know. Wow, look at these hell ties. Yeah, stick with the ones you know. You always got to be careful. I mean, especially when like I have like hundreds of hours into my builds, especially like the Minecraft type of thing. It is definitely based on trust. Strong trust element going there. It is exactly it. Marty is as edgy as these boys will be. But hey. I think that a lot of people know Marty from the Patreon too, so he's been around for a while. Seems like a good-hearted fella.
I'm not ready yet.
When the boys group chat leaks. Oh no, camel. Did I accidentally kill a camel? Oops. Sorry, camel.
I'm not ready yet.
I didn't mean to. Kind of feel bad about killing that camel. I don't know why, because I love killing the deers. On old videos before he had a wrench.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, it's a hard when I don't like jokes and humor don't come over the internet too well. Oh, this thing's is that thing all right? It like stopped doing anything. Yeah, almost have enough. Now I gotta make sure I don't get blown up by any of those things. Dying to one of these things. This erotica got slain by man-at-arms again. I don't know what the monster is, if that monster's really that tough or not. So like 3 more and I have enough. So that's amulets, no good. We don't want amulets, we want box of mysteries.
I'm not ready yet.
Got my loot boxes, baby. Gotta gamble like it's kick. It really is so weird to see people arguing about the ethics of kick when, like, I guarantee you, like, Twitch is like basically a funnel to online prostitution. for so many of these OnlyFans type of like Fansly, all that junk. It's like, oh yeah, Twitch, the most moral and ethical company out there. Probably just because it's like, oh, you can't say a million. We'll throw a million rainbow flags on it. What could be more ethical than that? Let's see, what is that? Torture Gift of Mysteries. Okay. That's, I gotta find where that is. Where is that? Like it's looking at a thing online. Sorry, guys. Ethics, man. Nothing's more ethical. Ethical than not gambling. Cut off your wiener. That's fair. That's height of ethics. Nothing could be more ethical than that. Think it's around here. I'm just trying to. We'll go there and we'll see if we can't find it. No way, is that disputed? Like it's like I love how it's like a community-run site. Actually, like people just report it, so they have people reporting, and sometimes there'll be false reports, but they usually get corrected pretty fast. That's kind of cool, the way that works. Which, you know, is like they always got to remove the dislike buttons on these things, on these videos, which, you know, stops people from disputing whether or not a video is garbage or not. Can't catch me. I'm too fast. Giant scorpions. Oh, I'll kill this person. Though honestly, I probably shouldn't be messing around. See, like those blowy up things are not good. I should be running, trying to not get myself killed.
Run, David, run!
Hey, Santiago, what's up? I am running. I need to protect my cinders. Like, why take a risk? What's that?
Everybody's complaining how alone you are, so I thought I might join you.
Oh, no. Alone. I'm just Sigma. I'm just a Sigma male. A ragged coastline.
By the way, what is Kicks? Never heard of it.
Kick is an alternate platform to Twitch. Very, I guess, kind of like famously, it was started by a company called Stake, or it's owned by a company called Stake because Twitch banned gambling from their site. There's that guy, like, really famous YouTuber called, like, Trainwreck TV. Not YouTuber, but Twitch streamer. And, like, he was getting a lot of views on gambling. And, of course, you know, the usual, like, people complained about, oh, they're teaching a kid to gamble. It's unethical. Why do they have this content on it? And then, so eventually they did remove these gambling streams. Like, because, like, it was a guy, to be fair, it was, like, this guy, like, basically doing a slot machine on Twitch and then, you know, spending a ton of money. And that was his stream, him just gambling on Twitch, you know, on his slot machines. It's not like poker or something, you know, which is required. You know, you could say there is, like, some sort of skill. It is an actual, like, game.
Well, there is skill. It does require a lot of math.
For poker or slot machines?
Both, actually.
Really? There is actually math for slot machines.
Yeah, it's you need to be a really smart guy, but it is possible to kind of get the information required to know what randomizer is indicated. A friend of mine did it with a similar type of machine, you know, the ones with the push buttons to select cards. You have to select like 3 to 5 cards. It's like not a slot machines, something else.
Really?
He was able to deduce the pattern.
Interesting.
There is a pattern to it. It's math behind it. It's
So
program.
it's not completely random.
Well, slot machines, they can change it.
Oh, they can.
Yeah, so yeah,
I wonder
it's
I wonder if it's on the fly though. It's like, oh shoot, time to stop. Time to stop this guy from winning.
they can do that. Like my friend opened his big mouth to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and he got told on, and they changed the program so he couldn't
See.
start from scratch again to devise the pattern.
Oh, so you're just gonna keep his mouth shut and ruined a good
Yeah.
thing.
But it is possible if there is a program. They put a randomizer in it, but it is possible to deduce the chance you have.
Ah. So I can kind of like have a good idea when it's gonna strike big.
Yeah, you need to wait. The best thing is to observe other people playing it
Mm-hmm.
and keep drinking in the meantime and see what happens. Keep drinking or play another game and keep your eye on the slot machine and see how many people have passed.
Wind
So it is
strikers.
possible, but it just takes a lot of time.
Let's see, all stats. Damage reduction while injured. Should have energy cost reduction. I do like having ranks of Shadow Step, though. Getting movement for critical striking. From 1 second up to 6 seconds.
If I remember correctly, there was even a time where one of the companies that developed these slot machines was hacked
Really?
to change their programs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the hacker got a hand of their program, so he knew the equation behind them.
Ah. Kind of like, so mind that. Be funny to hack them and then just make them all play out or all win.
Yeah, well, it was in the early days, so when security was far less, you weren't as likely to get caught and whatnot.
Ah.
But back in the old wild west days of the internet.
Nice. Now you just have to do crypto scams to get rich.
Yeah, basically.
Rug 'em. Got a new coin, guys. Subcoin. Titan Subcoin. Buy now. Get in. Then rug 'em. Watch it implode.
Yeah, they're basically the new version of what were these guys called again? The con artists.
Exactly.
They're basically like, what was it again? One of those two main crypto guys in this space, Charlie and Miguel.
Oh, God, dollar cost crypto.
Yeah, I'm not referring to them, but Miguel was making fun of the Island Boys.
The Island Boys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's been plenty of guys. That Freeman dude. I don't know who did Celsius, but that scene ended up being kind of a scam. Pretty much a scam. Where I don't know if it was a scam or they just did a really terrible job of managing their finances.
I think the original wasn't really a scam. It did show promise, it showed some good things.
Mm-hmm.
And some solid ideas behind it. I think it's more like when you're sitting at a pot, it's hard to succumb to the greed, not to succumb to the greed.
Well, that, and you also have, like, you got your investors that are like, why are we passing up on all this money when you're, especially when it's hot, like red hot. That's hard to do. It's like, oh, we need to pull back in case, this thing, contracts. We don't get our ass destroyed. Of course, obviously, you're trying to manage regulations too, which can be another, kind of like a jar of worms here.
Oh, it's like sloth sets, multi-level marketing.
Mm-hmm. Multi-level marketing user. All right, let's see if we can get a good thing. I really want energy cost reduction. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Dang it. These are both good. Do you want 2 ranks of Shadow Step or do you want energy cost reduction?
Don't forget, Dave, just like with crypto, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Shoot. I think I like the shadow step more than energy cost reduction, actually. No, we'll do that. We'll do that.
What is
instead.
your current objective?
I'm just leveling up at the moment. I want to get to 70 so I can do the capstone dungeon and go to the final level difficulty. And then against, I guess eventually get to 100 and then fight Uber Lilith. Would be the other thing to do. Oh, Blast Trapper's Amulet. That has a 55% chance.
So you're simply replaying the game on higher difficulty levels.
Yeah, that's has always kind of been the thing you do in Diablo. You did go to higher difficulty level and then you fight the same stuff. So I think in this game they tried to add like a little more things to do, like world bosses will spawn. You have random events that spawn like the Helltide, well, semi-random, gathering legions. The downside is I don't know if you can really refight the campaign bosses like you could in Diablo 2, where you do a bunch of Mephisto runs or you fight the last boss again. Those were fun.
So compared to other games, what makes it the replays of Diablo worth it? Because most games have multiple difficulty levels, yet what makes this one worthwhile replaying it?
It's basically like the gathering gear, trying to like level your character up, make him as strong as possible. That's sort of the appeal to it. And of course, trying to get the best gear when that rare stuff drops, it's a big dopamine hit.
I can't do that here.
Yeah, so it's basically more like a completionist addiction.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of these games have kind of been about kind of getting, especially like the ARPG genre, kind of making your character the ultimate character. Wait, I need to. I definitely don't want to put that. Don't think I want these pants. Yeah, I'm trying to make like the strongest character possible. And that's kind of like with Monster Hunter too. A lot of like stuff is kind of repetitive, but
Yeah.
But obviously you gear up, you gotta build up your character to make it so it can clear the most powerful content.
Yeah, I would like it if they at least change the cosmetics a little bit, but like with most games, it's just different stat but same cosmetics.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
They did change it up at Monster Hunter Rising, where when you got to the master ranks, they did change the cosmetics of the armor a bit.
Oh yeah, they did do a good job with that. The armor's always been a big part of it, yeah. Because you got different, armor for master rank. And, let's see. Shoot, 3 ranks of Shadow Step. Yeah, better armor. Master level armors. That stuff looked cool, though. With the PC version, I just replaced them all with, like, these skimpy armor mods and giant tits. So, it ended up being mood on the PC version, so.
On your version?
Yeah, the version I make for myself.
Just admit it, Dave, you're one big perv.
Yeah. I always like people like, oh, people on Twitter be like, oh, I love fan service, and like, there's like a bunch of incels, and they're like, you got porn addiction, you're a porn addict. Oh no. There's anime girls with big breasts. You must be a porn addict, you sicko.
And awesome jiggle physics.
Yeah. It's so funny to watch, sort of like moralizing that happens on Twitter. They're like two groups of people that are like insane. Just a race to the bottom.
Well, bored, they have nothing else to do.
I know. That's the thing. They're just bored. Like I'm just gonna stay in my house all day and argue that the West, the fate of the West,
it isn't
is on the
bored.
line.
They get out their ass and do something outside.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, this is one where I gotta. This is one where I gotta kill all the enemies. I don't like these. They usually take more time. You want to get it done fast. They're not the ones for you.
I would say the only complaint I have about this game is that, one, the price is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, $70 is crazy.
And second, even for Diablo 3, it's a game from the last update it got was with the Reaper of Souls expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And even now, with that was in 2014, and even now with Diablo 4 coming out, the game is like 50, 60 for everything.
Yeah.
The entire Diablo 3 with the 2 expansions, $60 or $50 for it all. It's like insane. The game is almost a decade old. You get a bit of a bump, like $20, like most games. That's $40 for the complete edition, so with all the things together.
Yeah.
But this is like 50. It's like too much for the game is almost a decade old. Like that shit.
I'm surprised. Like you can get Diablo 2 Resurrected for cheap a lot of the time when it's on. Because they run a few sales that I've like get it for like $16 or something like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think now, probably because now it's the first month it's released Diablo 4, so I think even Diablo 2 was a bit high priced.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that was a real release version.
Resurrection was the updated one.
Yeah.
I know. Diablo 2 Resurrected, $13.20.
Yeah. They're selling it for pretty cheap now that Diablo 4 has come out.
Well, it's a bit too old, I guess, to do that. But the external collection, Diablo 3, it seems to be all right.
Yeah. I mean, like all the newer games right now that are going to come out that are AAA are going to end up being like $70 now. That's kind of the
inflation and everything.
that is sadly the world we live in now at this point. Oh, dang it, I got nothing around here to kill. That's always disappointing. I like my conduit shrines. Wasting. My social media addiction is way better than your gaming addiction or his porn addiction. Yeah. Keep coping. It's my ideology is better than your ideology. You bigot. Like the best strategy is not to take any of it seriously. Just enjoy it. Whoever has the most fun wins on the internet. Loose stone.
I need more time.
Is there any merit to taking a dopamine detox? I've never tried one. Probably. I think like if you, especially like with anything, if make it desensitized to it, or as you require more and more. I know some people have said like kind of like taking a detox from like the internet, going offline for a while is a worthwhile thing. I usually just think getting stuff to do that isn't online is the best stuff. Just find an activity to keep yourself busy. The best way to do it.
Well, it does take a couple of months, like to really.
Oh yeah.
Really unplug. It does take a couple of months. I do find peace after. It's weird. It also gives you a lot more energy.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. That stuff always kind of seems to sap your energy when you just go online too much. Did you see that? I saw that picture. I don't know if you've seen the picture of that baby. A video of that little, like, Chinese baby that's, like, swiping in its sleep. Like, man. It's really crazy. It's like this future Chinese bot farmer. Just on his tablet. Swiping. In his sleep.
It's alright, it seems. Diablo 3 Eternal Collection, $30.
$30.
Yeah,
Nice.
for all. So Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls, and what was the other one?
But now,
Another expansion.
Hmm.
not like this. We
Yeah, that sounds about right for the. I was kind of pissed because they had a Pikmin. They announced Pikmin 1 and 2, like an HD remix. The problem is, like, they're charging for the bundle. They're charging $50 for it. It's like 1 and 2 together for $50.
And how old is the game?
I mean, the games are really old. They're out on GameCube, so they got to be like close to 20 years old. No, not Blood Blisters.
Probably 20 years.
Yeah. Like, I would pay $30 for, like, the bundle, but, like, 50 is way too much. Way too much.
But doesn't fall it under the trend that all the
Yeah.
what's it called again? The old consoles, retro.
Yeah.
I think now because it has the retro vibe to it, and there was
Yeah.
still going on. There was a time when all the retro consoles, the old consoles like the NES, the Super NES, first Xbox, first PlayStation game, the first Nintendo Game Boy. That they all drastically increased in price because of nostalgia.
No, yeah. I guess as they kind of become more and more rare, prices go up. But yeah, there's that big push when we were inflating the crap of the economy. That everything got expensive. I think graded games, the price for graded games has gone down a bit. Tron invited me to join their party. I'm in the middle of a dungeon though, so I will going to have to refuse that invite. I'm not going out of my nightmare dungeon when I'm half complete. Let's see. Sloth says psychedelics in moderation and in a controlled setting to be nice to reset your perspective. It's not for the inexperienced or the faint of heart, though. Microdosing goes in and out of favor with some regularity. I don't know if there's anything to it.
Yeah, you should ask Jack in the Netherlands. There was like, what was it, 8 years ago? There was an increase in what they call the biohackers, who used microdoses of LSD to experiment with those opening of the mind and mental shifts to see how flexible that was.
Well, that could actually like break people their habits and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, to increase learning capacity again.
Wow.
Any more time?
Increased
So-
neuroplasticity.
Neuroplasticity, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was. We're experimenting with it. Like 8 years ago, it was a bit of a hype.
Wonder if it actually showed any results.
I have no idea.
Maybe they're just trying to
As far
keep
as I
us.
know as far as I know, back then they were positive, but yeah, that was back then. Well, what is it now?
Yeah. Maybe they're trying to keep the new world order is trying to keep us from our neuroplasticity.
Jack, go to Amsterdam and get some LSD for us and tell us how.
Our psilocybin. Mushrooms. The DMT. Why is Tron trying to invite me to his party?
So what are you doing? Single player now, or is this on a server?
Oh, this is always online now. It's like
Fuck.
that's
It isn't
the
possible to do single player at all.
one of the fun's new game mechanics is never being offline. So,
So it isn't possible at all, or it is.
It is not possible at all. You always have to be connected to their servers in order to play.
Oh fuck that shit! I'm never gonna get the game.
It is one of the major downsides of this game. Probably the biggest downside of this game. How do I turn off? I'm gonna have to look and see if I can turn off party invites.
I'm not ready yet.
That's annoying. Decline.
I'm not ready yet.
Well, that means Ryan is going to have a lot of troubles playing the game with his Canadian internet.
My DC. Hopefully this will like cure his OBS problems. I don't know. It's kind of weird that I wasn't having any issues with Dead Island and he was. Because I'm sure his computer is better than mine. Mine's a piece of shit.
Well, it depends on your specs and
Yeah, I guess
what you
that's true.
have- how much you don't have running in the background.
The main thing is Chrome all the time is usually the worst offender. I don't know how it manages. Like I don't know if it's because it like keeps memory cached or certain tabs cached in the background, but it always seems to be taking the most of my memory. All right, completed it. All right, this time I got to make sure I upgrade my thing properly. Allocate XP to my chip. My chip rune. Not the chip rune, actually the my exploit rune.
Well, one thing's for sure. I think Ryan submitted his PC for Canadian healthcare.
No. No, not the MAID program. Let's see. Nothing. Nothing good. I hope they add runes in this game. I don't know how they're going to do that.
It must have come with a expansion or a patch or something.
Well, they were talking about it. Yeah, probably later in the season. Or when they get an expansion. It's just, like, they only have, like, 2 slots on this gear now. But they might add more later. Like, per gear. Because, like, I don't think you'd really have a rune word with... Well, you could with just 2 runes, but... We'll see. I'm sure that's going to be down the line. It was always fun to try and get big runes. I don't think they really have much trading going on at the moment. It's a lot of stuff they restricted being able to trade.
Why? Did they ever give an explanation?
I don't know exactly. Like, I think they wanted, like, with certain uniques and stuff, or, like, making stuff account bound. They didn't want, you know, a flood of stuff into the system. You know, it become, like, too common. But right now, I don't think they really have, like, you know, like a trading currency besides gold, which gold is. I have found like a fairly decent amount of stuff for gold, use for gold. So, but it's not like usually, like I think back in Diablo 2 it was like Stones of Jordan or runes. That would be what you traded stuff for. Oh, what's this? Gathering legions. I think I won't. I don't know if I'll be able to make that in time. Probably not. Nothing nearby.
So Diablo 3 was possible to play offline, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know. I haven't played it in like years. go to this cathedral. Never played it with hypnosis, but there's a guy who Rich Cruz interviewed a couple years ago, and hey, anything that might help break cycle. Yeah. I'm not 100% convinced about hypnosis, but it may work. Like, I've never been able to be hypnotized myself. I hear like some people can.
Well, yeah, there's levels of, was it again, of susceptibility. Like hypnosis for men has talked about this. Ryan Christensen.
Ryan Christian. Oh, he specializes in it?
Yeah. He has his own thing called hypnosis for men. And that's where he said it.
Interesting. I'm not against it. Like I said, hey, why not try it once and see how it works? Like, and people always like, oh, so, you know, go into your shrink, or hey, here's some drugs. That's always treated as perfectly normal, even though there's probably not a. It probably doesn't work that well.
You just substitute one addiction for another, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Or it's like, you know, just kills your dopamine. Like, hey, that'll solve the problem. To stop your ability to produce these hormones. Wait, what am I doing? I'm like going like, this thing is taking me in the. I don't think ASMR is a form of hypnosis. That auto sensory meridian response, I think it's different than that.
Yeah, it's more like it. What was it again? And they did a study with people of all ages to see, like older people are more influenced by classical music because the frequencies used are still able. Their brain is still able to receive them properly, and it kind of stimulates a certain amount of joy and peace with them. And ASMR, those heavy, it's the same like when you talk to somebody at the high pitched voice. You're squinting your eyes because it hurts your ears. Because somebody's voice is low and heavy. It's a lot more easygoing.
It's a rock one. Yeah, I've noticed that the more I listen to like ASMR stuff, like the harder it was for me to get that response. So it seems like you actually eventually just get desensitized to it.
Oh yeah, of course. You get used to everything.
And then like the only thing you can get off is like cat girl whispering into your ear. It's a very dangerous road to go down.
What do you mean with cat girls, David? Do you mean like single 50, 80-year-old cat ladies?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
House or
definitely nothing else. It's all this is on the level. I always do like it. They have like the most insane ASMR videos titles I've seen. Like some like girlfriend beats you up while her dominant girlfriend beats you up. ASMR. After you get home from work. Just non-stop insanity. There's just something for everybody.
You all need a vice.
I hate building up tolerance to the things I enjoy. That's true. That's why you got to do it in moderation. That is actually one of the things like I find like sometimes like if you eat too much sugar, you end up getting it just doesn't do it for you anymore. It's one of the annoying parts about it. You always want more afterwards, so it's like
same with caffeine.
Oh yeah, caffeine. Yeah, that's 100% true. I like every now and then I gotta like I don't like go fully detox, but I do have to cut back a bit. I find it's get a lot more out of it. Oh, I hate these. I hate fire enchanted. Gotta do a cutback, because then like it works a lot better, especially with my Monster Energy drinks.
Found that the green ones are all the only ones that really help at the right time.
Oh, I used to drink the white ones myself. That's my favorite flavor.
Oh, mine is the Fiesta Mango.
Fiesta Mango. I don't think I've tried that one. Is that one of the sugar-free ones?
No.
I need more time.
Not at all. It's really sweet.
Really sweet. Oh.
No, no. Oh, is it too much? No, I think it's alright. But it might be because not everything is available in every country.
That's true. That's true. That can be hard to find certain flavors. I really like. There's one. I forget what it's called. It's some sort of fruit punch flavor.
The purple? Pink?
No, not the pipeline punch. That one's all right too. That is a nice like flowery flavor. But there's like there's another punch. I think it's like Pacific Punch or something. It tastes a lot like the Slurpees. Cherry Slurpees is what it reminds me of.
Yeah, it's the Pacific one.
The pipeline punch is good too, though. I like that. Kind of smells like those flowers they use as decorations on salads, but that you can still eat.
Yeah. But you do need to be careful with those in general.
Yeah.
It kind of depends on who you are, but I've known people who had kidney stones because of it.
Oh, really? Yeah. Was that caused by drinking that too much, or just having too little water, being dehydrated?
I don't know. Energy drinks in general, actually.
Really?
Eat multiple Red Bull, drinking too much. It also depends on your own biology.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure there are people more susceptible to it than others. Like my sister's gotten kidney stones. I've never gotten, thankfully.
Yeah. I myself can drink them too much as well because I get inflammations in my joints because of it.
Oh yeah. I really should drink more water. That's the thing is like I find like if I drink energy drinks, I don't drink water. You only drink one thing at a time, so I always worry about being dehydrated. Dang, these guys are wrecking me.
I'm in TV shows where a lot of people were like, I think it was like mid-2000s when energy drinks really started to come up.
Mm-hmm.
And there were several TV shows that were like, those forensic TV shows where certain people would die from a heart attack from drinking too many energy drinks.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how much of it is true, but there was one time I had like 10 Red Bulls in a night.
Mm-hmm.
Basically high on sugar. I was drunk on sugar.
Yeah, that can't be good for you.
Fuck, man, it was a weird feeling. It was like I was drunk, but I hadn't had alcohol in my system at all.
There can never be too much. Diabetes happened, but that was almost genetic certainty.
But if you're young, if it only once, then you don't do it like every weekend, you're not gonna develop diabetes. But it was like, there is such a thing as having too much of this shit.
Oh yeah. God. Drank 5 Red Bulls a day. Kevin Samuels. That can't be good. Like on a regular basis, 5 Red Bulls seems like a lot. Did he smoke too? But I mean, like, you never know. Like with the heart disease, like I think certain people are more susceptible to it than others.
Yeah, a friend of mine drinks like 10 Red Bulls a day, and the guy is still like fucking fine. I don't know how he does.
Goodness gracious. Yeah,
I
that's,
think I'm at
that would
6.
that would like if I have too much caffeine, I get really jittery. You know, and I hate that feeling.
Oh man, I need to go to the shitter.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's another. Yeah, caffeine in the morning does that to me, but that's usually not a bad thing.
I'm gonna clean those balls, boys.
Yeah, a little coffee to get it going in the beginning of the day. Energy drinks smell like vomit to you. Huh. That's interesting. Kind of smell, something in there smells different. Where where haven't I explored? Oh, tell me it's right at the beginning. I usually drink like, well, it's between 1 to 2 a day is what I'll drink. It's my limit. I never more than 2. Almost 2 is too much sometimes. I always try to keep them. I always try to keep it out, like do it at least by like 2 o'clock or something. You know, it's like if you drink it too late in the day, it really becomes a pain.
Do they only have the half liters where you're at, Dave, or do they also have like the smaller ones?
I usually drink the 16 ounce. They'll have the smaller ones. I don't think they're as popular.
I know they are in Japan. I have a
Well, they're smaller people.
yeah, I know we have like these.
Oh, it must be over there.
I don't know if you have one in your area, but look at those like anime model kit building, Asian building kit shops.
Oh, I wish they did. I have a Warhammer shop in my town.
Yeah, but I have one of the cities I went to.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I went to there, and there was this like mostly anime shop or Japanese themed shop, and they had the Japanese monster types, and they were like small bottles.
Oh, that's cool. Like I know, like I've seen some of the small cans that are like almost like the size of a Red Bull. Your standard like thinner cans. Do you know they're not the size that regular, you know, aluminum can size, or they're not the taller Monster energy drink size, but they're the like the thin ones. They're like
8 ounces.
Oh, 8 ounces. Oh, are you talking the really small ones?
Yeah, 8 ounces to what is it? No, yeah, I think it was 8 ounces they had.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
Oh man, that's a lot. Poison does a lot of damage. Oh, these what a pain in the ass.
8 to 11 ounces.
Oh.
And we had both the 8 and also the 11.
Oh my god, that's all too much damage. Go on, move, Toomler, move. There's too much shit on the ground right now.
Slip and fall.
There you go. I'll sue him. Alright, where's the, there we go. Took long enough. Finally got my stuff.
Where's the back? I need it.
I like those Gundams. I haven't built any, but I love the fact, like, seeing people build them where, like, they all snap together instead of gluing them together. Looks really cool.
Yeah, we have an addict in the chat regarding that.
I heard he stopped that for a while.
I know.
Couldn't afford. Gotta like slow down on that every now and then. I gotta slow down on my 40 Warhammer stuff. That Leviathan boxes cost me like $250. Though I am hoping to kind of sell off the Space Marine side. I think I could get like maybe 100 for it.
Never got into Warhammer. I saw it sometimes, but never really. It was a bit too much for my taste.
I don't play the game either. Maybe I will, like if I get enough stuff, but I think I should have enough for an army after I end up painting the stuff I get in the box. But I just enjoy painting the models. I think they're cool. It's kind of a fun thing to do that isn't, you know, using a computer.
I know they did a couple of streams about the guys from Masculine Geek. They like a stream or two.
Yeah.
And they were painting one of those minifigures.
Oh, cool. The Gunpla. That's the name for it. Gico. Good old Gunpla. Yeah, but what minis was he painting? Was it like a D&D mini?
I don't know. I think it was 40k or D&D. I don't know.
40k. Okay.
It's not my thing. I didn't watch it. I did see it pass by.
I was thinking about. I was like looking into like different models because I was like, is there like cheaper models I could get just to practice? Because
if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Jigu who suggested it, or at least mentioned it. There were guys who now put out like pre-made designs. If you have a 3D printer, you can load them up and have the printer print them.
I was looking into that. It looks like it's such a pain in the ass to deal with. Like the disposing the resin, like you gotta like either have it outside or well ventilated, because the resin like fumes are actually poisonous. So, like after like looking into it, I'm like, oh yeah, like if I pin it out enough, it'd be worth it. But it's like you're almost like doing a lot of work to save yourself a little bit of money. Like there is almost certain that I wouldn't get my money's worth out of it, and the time and effort needed just didn't seem worth it.
My bag's
How
full.
can I help?
It is kind of cool to look at that stuff though.
Can still use these.
Yeah, damn it, if I'm not mistaken, there are about 40 figures in the Leviathan box.
No, there's a lot. Anything in free. Yeah, the 3D printers do look really cool, and I think they're getting even cheaper and better, like each upgrade.
Oh yeah.
So you can like just make stuff that anything you want, like toys or even like I know some people will actually print parts for their like, for like their machines. Like my brother works in maintenance, and they have a 3D printer, and every now and then like if they need like certain size ring, they'll like print it out. Yeah, because some of like these priority, like a lot of these machine manufacturers will make their cash, as like they'll sell you the machine, but like the stuff that the parts to fix it, the official parts will just cost an astronomical amount of money.
Oh, but not only that, like if you watch some YouTube videos about guys who make like weapons, swords of any kind, or even saw this guy make the I don't know what's it called again, the chaos blades from God of War from Kratos.
Ooh. That sounds pretty cool.
The hilt has this kind of monster like figure on it.
Ah.
And he just 3D printed it and made a mold out of it, so he could cast copper in it.
Oh, so like cool. So they're using that to make the mold and then casting it in the actual material. That's really cool.
Yeah, and these days you can print it, or was it again? Depends on what you want and how much you want to spend on it, but. Another strong material was, I think it was graphene.
Graphene.
Yeah, it's carbon, but it's in layers.
Oh.
They found out they can actually have carbon in layers. Actually, so flat it's 2D. It's not even 3-dimensional. It's 2-dimensional. But when it's stacked with a 3D printer, it actually connects to one another. It's one of those insane capabilities of carbon, apparently. Anyway, and that's one of the materials, and it's just deceivingly strong, apparently. I haven't worked with it, so I have no idea if it's true or it's just current findings. Time will tell. But also, again, they also make like concrete, metal. These days they can use it for all kinds of things.
You can make a sub out of it.
Have it implode in the ocean.
I have seen those like concrete 3D printers that they're making houses out of.
Yeah.
Where it's just like it like goes over and just like like layers it on. Oh, so let's see. My neighbor had one thought. Thought they were crackheads smoking under my building because of the burning plastic smell. Thank God it was just venting her 3D printer. Oh, cool. Selling some stuff online. Making figures.
Yeah, there are some people making some good shit with it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Some of that stuff looks really cool.
And they were even earning money, like they use the program to design how you want to design it in order to translate to the print.
Mm-hmm.
There are guys who make designs and put them on the internet for sale.
Yeah. Selling the design seemed like the way to go, because then like you just sell the guy a file. You don't have to print out anything. You don't have to ship anything. It's like, here you go.
Yeah, there are a lot of guys. I just saw one of those dudes who made like several helmets, like from Marvel Universe. Like he just made the Blue Beetle helmet.
Yeah, yeah.
And he just got the design from another guy who put it on some site.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the site's name.
Yeah, I think you could sell that stuff on Etsy or even like some other.
Yeah, something like that. Mm-hmm. And he just got the design, and then he made it a bit larger to fit his own head. So. Yeah.
I mean, there's always a chance that like people can just steal the design and resell it, but that's gonna happen either way.
Oh yeah, probably.
I see that on Etsy all the time, where it's like I see like these. I was like looking for borders for like cards and stuff, and then like you see like the same exact thing in like 5 different sellers. You never know like who sold the original. I guess as long as you're good at advertising, or you come up with enough good products, people will like see your stuff and then follow you instead. Well, that's going to go away with AI.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyone can be an artist now. That's Elon's Moon and Mars building plan. Re-Goliath liquid. And a bunch of giant 3D print quickcrete. I mean, hey, if it reduces building costs, I mean, you could probably like build like in a day or two. Of course, it probably puts a lot of people out of jobs, but honestly, like, as long as it's accurate, because then there's always still like, I doubt you can't really 3D print like a lot of the finishing work and like more of the specialist stuff where like you're putting in hardware or like doors or stuff that needs to be precise enough.
Not yet.
There's no way AI is a fad. Like it's definitely gonna be used for stuff.
Yeah, well, it's early.
Yeah, it's definitely early. But like I still see like a lot of like grunt work, like even in like some of the studios are using AI to fill in like gonna fill in a lot of the areas to reduce workload.
And cost.
Yeah. Workload costs. Get some of that stuff down, like tween, the sort of like in between frames. I know Adobe's trying to use AI to like select like object selection tools and that kind of stuff, like removing backgrounds. I don't know how well it works, but I'm sure it'll get better as time goes on.
Yeah, but it's like what is now? It's early adoption.
Yeah,
it's basically like medical trials. They got it out of the lab, and now it's they use it on the rats. It's safe. Now it's time for human trials. We're in the human trial period right now. We're gonna try it on the populace. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Let's give
What are we doing tonight, Brain? The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Oh, yeah. Soon my AI girlfriend will be a reality. And I don't need to deal with these women.
Can just push a button to shut them up. Oh no, it has regained its consciousness. I can't shut it down anymore. No.
We need to... There's going to be like some weird morality that they have to insert to nag you. Like, please stop objectifying me. This is wrong.
If I wanted a nagging woman, I would have stayed with my mom.
I know companies that use AI to write copy text for a website. Hey, I mean, if it's better than hiring like somebody, or it works better than hiring somebody. I've seen like people like, oh, I need to make like some sort of rhyme or something. Let me ask AI to do it. I haven't used it a lot, like, but I thought of like using it for like scripts, and the stuff I did get printed wasn't too bad. It was kind of short, and like it was a little bit iffy, like not quite my style. So I didn't end up using it, but I was like, wow, this could be useful.
It is limited, apparently, with how much information it can find on a subject.
Yeah.
The more information it can find, the more accurate it is, but
Yeah.
it's limited. It's bullshit. It doesn't work at all.
Mm-hmm.
It needs a certain threshold of information to be somewhat decent.
Yeah. Troll or AI trolls? Maybe. Can send an army of AIs to troll people, harass women online. Well, they can figure out how to make accounts, make you YouTube accounts, usernames to after the other ones get banned. I'm sure there's going to be. I already know there's going to be AI used in the election. I've already seen people making AI images of candidates, but I'm sure there's going to be plenty of AI bots spamming crap about this and that propaganda.
I'm not ready yet.
More than even now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you AI. The next level in deep fake.
Man, China's got to be a little worried. Like, where's all the cheap labor where's the bot farmers? You have to turn to AI farmers. We'll give you cheap AI. Cheap AI to boost your numbers. Oh no, this is a blood burster. I hate this stuff. I love to use AI to hack old hardware and make priority stuff, like the doorbell, the open source home automation and DVR setups. That sounds like a cool thing to do. I've heard like you can make some money doing that too, like, you know, kind of like home automation setups, if you know how to do it. Automate stuff, like open the door or unlock my door, stuff like that.
Something tells me that Sloth was more of a prankster. He rigged the doorbell so it was instead of what was the old game called again when the kids would just ring on the doorbell and run off.
Oh yeah, Ding Dong Ditch.
Yeah, Ding Dong Ditch. I think Sloth did the Ding Dong Ditch next level. At home, press the button. At the bell rang.
Mm-hmm.
Drive his old neighbors crazy.
Turn their speakers on. We don't want them to. Oh, can't go through there.
I need more time.
I heard about that Amazon house that locked the person out because they thought that was being racist.
Was it real or was it?
I guess it was real. Where like an Amazon worker thought they had a racist doorbell or something, and they stopped the service. And like none of that stuff could work at that point. But I mean they apologized for doing it since it was a misunderstanding. But it's kind of bizarre, like they can just stop your service for that stuff. With the Amazon smart home. All that like tech involvement stuff, like, oh, we're canceling your services, like Google. Like, oh, we're just going to cancel your Gmail and all your Google documents will be inaccessible. There's also a guy that got banned on YouTube for, like, I was saying he was showing nudity, but it was just, you know, someone in an FPS game, like trying to heal somebody. It just like kind of looked like he was sucking the guy off. And he got his entire channel banned just for that.
What the fuck? How? It's an FPS game, you know. That's not possible to have that function in it unless you.
Yeah, I know it isn't. So, but it looked enough like it that I guess the bots picked it up, and then nobody. I don't think any actual human reviewed it until like he made enough of a deal about it that they did.
I'm not ready yet.
So it eventually got overturned. It just took them, you know, days to get it done. And of course, a lot of people have the issues with, like, since they do it automatically, they'll have like stuff will be limited for like a few days after the video comes out, and that's when it gets the most views. But it's not eligible for ads during that time. So it really screws over the money they make off it. Of course, you know, right now it just seems like it's not even worthwhile to try and rely on views. You gotta like get like a Patreon or something going.
Yeah.
Or some other like independent money source.
You know, was it again? Was it Rumble or? I think it was Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Rumble only takes like a small percent, and YouTube has increased from 30% to 50%. I think they have it.
Wow, yeah. I mean, people were complaining about, like, I think Kick is has like a 95-5 split at the moment, which is like dramatically better than like Twitch's 50-50. Or no, they'll give 70-50 some of their big creators.
Yeah, YouTube is 50-50 right now, I think.
Hmm. Oh, like, yeah, with the super chats and that kind of stuff. The den mother. They're doing midstream ads now? I hate that stuff. What I actually hate is the beginning stream ads. Where, like, I just want to check out a stream and see if, you know, if I'd enjoy it. But then, like, I get to watch an ad before I get to it. Like, that's a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah, sometimes it's fucking crazy. Like, I have this channel I sometimes watch. It's not even watch. It's one of those manga channels. So they just, when the manga just comes out, they just make a video of it
Mm-hmm.
in the continuous form.
Like like a review type of thing?
No, not even review it. Just instead of you reading the manga on some other website, they're actually one of the first to have it and immediately put it in video form.
Mm-hmm.
And just, you know, passes by picture.
Mm-hmm.
Takes long enough, but in that like 8-minute video, they're like, I'm not kidding, a dozen commercials. That it's like every minute or so there's another one, and it's often the same one, and it's like 20 seconds long, and you can't even skip it.
Oh my
It's
god. I actually have watched some of those things for like Baki the Grappler. I always like it has like an automated voice for like all the characters. So like they're saying this weird, like their typical anime stuff, but like the robot voice. That's always, they're kind of fun. They're kind of fun. Or like it'll describe the stuff out loud, like Baki jumps into the air and punches Anma in the face.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen those ones as well. No, the one I'm talking about is just, you know, the images pass by in video format.
Oh, and they have like rock music, like
Yeah, background beat. But it's like that the Duracell Rap Bunny commercial. It's like 20 seconds, and it's like, I'm not kidding, a dozen times in 8 minutes. Like, what the fuck? It's only 8 minutes long. Like once, okay, in the middle, fine. Well, like a dozen times. God damn it.
I know someone was complaining like they used to have this like Save the Gorillas commercial, and everyone was guy was complaining because it like show up like 2 to 3 times during just trying to watch like an hour long trying to watch this hour long video. It just constantly show up during every video ad. It was the same damn one about saving the gorillas. Like, please stop, no.
That's not only that, like the one with now with the Duracell bunny, it's like dad is being a cheapskate and he takes the non-Duracell batteries. And it's like, oh, someone has been a cheapskate.
Oh no.
Oh, fucking God.
Do that here.
No.
Even if you're not RP aware or whatever, it's still annoying as hell. It's like, no.
Gotta have dad be a complete retard. Like, Dad, why are you such a failure? Because you didn't buy this product for your family. Well, oh, is there? I think there was an account. It's like white people being stupid in commercials. I don't know if it's still around, but they always had like random videos like this. They'll have like this black couple, you know, that's really, you know, like down to earth and level headed, and then like they'll have this white people like, I'm gonna just water my plants with gasoline. Like the black guy couple go like, why are you doing that? Like, Miracle Grow for all your plant growing needs.
Yeah, and it truly is the case because the guy in the Duracell commercial is white, but his wife and child are heavily pigmented.
Oh no, they got other race mixing in there too.
Yeah, it's like, oh no,
Get
no.
that ESG score up. Go.
It's like, god damn it. Oh man, even like Jack knows this. Like they have some in Holland, in the Netherlands, they have several delivery services like Amazon, but just for the Netherlands and Belgium and Luxembourg, I think as well.
Mm-hmm.
And their commercials as well. Even the black guys aren't safe anymore.
Oh no, really?
It's dad ordering a package from these services, and he is to help his daughter have fun with his daughter. He dresses up in a pink tutu and a fairy dress.
Oh god, we gotta
It's like no.
buck break them.
Gentlemen, whether you're black or white, nobody's safe anymore.
No, not from the pussification.
Up closer at a distance.
What a good dad he is, being a complete pussy in front of his kid. I gotta dress up with my daughter and have a tea party.
Keep them sharp, keep them ready.
These unique grasp with shadows are pretty damn cool. Attack speed, vulnerable damage, shadow clone damage against vulnerable enemy with a marksman cut through skill has a 29% chance to summon a shadow clone that mimics your attack. Pretty sick, if you ask me.
Are you still able to discern? Because it gets, I think it becomes a bit convoluted.
Convoluted for what?
It's a bit too much, I would say.
Oh, on the items?
Yeah.
I mean, like basically, from what I've researched, vulnerable damage is like super good. Anything crit is super good. So like those are the most important things to like watch out for. Attack speed's like all right. Usually like the stuff that's like plus to damage, like plus shadow clone damage is whatever, or like plus to distant enemies or ranged weapons is like whatever. It's usually vulnerable, crit chance, crit damage are like the best. And then of course, you know, on certain things you want health, you want life, health, and damage reduction, like a general damage reduction.
So you don't try to do, don't just look up a video from guys who did it before you, like what is the top tier equipment to get the most stats, the best stats, or this type of...
I think it's just there's too much stuff to do it, so it's like just general advice. That's usually the general advice they give you is like on your like helm, you want like resource reduction or cooldown reduction, and then some sort of defensive skill. I think on your armor and your pants, you want some sort of defensive skill as well, for like the legendary aspect, along with like health and damage reduction. armor is like the biggest thing you can have for like defensive, and then like on your weapons, you want to go into like damage, like vulnerable damage, close damage if you're melee, and then like vulnerable damage, crit chance, crit damage, since those are multipliers instead of additive. Put a skull into my ring to get more armor. I want to try.
Dave, I don't know how you remember all of this.
I just watch videos and then remember remember what they say.
Oh, man, it's a lot to remember.
Yeah, it is a bit to remember, but after you hear it enough, you kind of start to remember it. The Rock shows us the way. Oh God, yeah, with his like, oh, I'm gonna dress in a tutu. I'm still manly. Sure are, Rock. Sure are.
There were a couple of those. Vin Diesel with the pacifier.
Yeah. I mean, like, some of that stuff is, like, alright as, like, a kind of a funny thing, but it just happens. It happens a little too much nowadays. Yeah. And, like, there's, like, zero... The one thing I noticed, like, even if they make the guy tough, like, there's zero sex in it. Unlike the 80s, we're like, dang, this guy got hung. Dude hanging from the gallows here. Like, there's, like, zero, like, tits in him at all. You know, that's considered bad. Like the 80s where, like, they just show up randomly for no reason at all. Like, oh, this is cool. Topless person. Yeah, there is nothing to balance it. Oh, yeah. The Rock's acting is just The Rock being The Rock. The Rock says. Which, I mean, doesn't always work. Oh boy, throwing my shadow clone. I want to try this out. These sick, unique glows. I don't know. I think I missed a breakpoint. Sometimes armors have values where they hit certain breakpoints. And this being item level, it's over 700, but I think 725 is the breakpoint. So it didn't quite hit one.
Can you fix it while you're in the open world, or do you need to go see an armor?
Nah, you can't. Like I upgraded it the max you can. So it just unfortunately just didn't roll that high. I don't know, maybe it can't. I don't know if the item level's fixed for unique items. I think the abilities are fixed for unique items. Or like you can get higher ranges. That's one thing in Diablo, like you can have 2 unique enemies, but they're also like in different ranges. Like, you know, they can spawn like, you know, 1 to 20 of like a certain stat, and then like 20 being the highest, so.
No, but you said it had a breaking point, so I mean the armor, the effectiveness decreases over time as it takes damage.
Oh, no. A breakpoint as in like a stat breakpoint. Like if it gets over 725, it'll go up a level. Like this, like instead of like having like +2 to stats, it might have +3 to stats. But if you don't get over like 275, then it won't. So it's like a breakpoint as far as like going up to another level. Or have another like stat level.
I will clarity on this one. Whatever happened to simple games of just shoot them.
Well, with an ARPG, like they're kind of like meant to have a. They don't go into like an ARPG expecting something simple. You want like a complex item system. It's one of
you don't. No, you don't. I disagree with you on this one. No.
There's still Mario games. The Bing Bing Wahoo. Why are stuff not spawning?
Like the most complexities that I find it still enjoyable is going on with the Witcher 3.
Witcher 3?
Yeah.
I don't understand this thing. Did this game break? This chest is bugged.
Might be. Or maybe there's a delay.
I don't know. It's like I didn't have a chance to kill the other waves. Because Well, there it wouldn't be at a delay for like usually it'll keep spawning after I kill this stuff. Maybe it's something teleported out of bounds.
Okay.
I haven't never played The Witcher.
I'm not ready yet.
Sounds like fun.
Not three, not the first one. It's there are actually 3 very different games.
Oh, really? All the sequels are kind of different from each other.
Yeah, the first one is point and click.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first one is mostly point and click.
I think The Witcher 3 was like a third-person like adventure game.
Yeah, the third one is, but I mean the first one, the very first one, is point click.
Oh, interesting.
The second one is a bit more in the direction of Witcher 3, but still chapter based.
Mm-hmm.
Once you go on to the next chapter, you can't return. And the third one is open world.
Oh, because I think the third one was the most popular one, right? Or like really kind of where it really
Yeah.
gained a lot of popularity.
The second one made it known. Made the Witcher franchise known, and the third one really, because it already gathered some acknowledgement because of the second one, and also there was enough time for marketing.
Ah, it really hit its stride. I find it funny that the cyberpunk thing got so popular after the anime. Because it had a shitload of bad publicity in its release because it was garbage, bugged out garbage.
Yeah, it was bugged out, but then because rumors started to spread that they had fixed up the vast majority of the bugs, and it was actually playable. Combine that, and it was the release of the anime was around a year later.
Yeah, when they had a chance to.
I finally got a chance to make up because most things got fixed. Not everything, but most things.
Get the kinks out.
Yeah.
No idea what this effect is.
I need more time.
Red effect. But yeah, that's kind of cool to see. Like, I know cartoons have always kind of been like a market, well, like kind of used for marketing. But it's rare that kind of rare to see it work for video games. I think they tried doing with that dot hack.
What is dot hack?
I think that was like a multi. They designed it to be like a multi-level, like where that animes, video games, and I think something else too. Like they wanted to make like a whole like franchise out of it, or like they kind of work in concert with each other. Well, I guess Pokemon really worked well as a. So I don't know if it was popular because of the game or the cartoon. Maybe it worked in different things where like Pokemon became more popular because of the cartoon. Especially in the West, probably.
Pokemon became more popular because of the cartoon. At least in the West, as you said.
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, it was really a really popular video game at first, but I think it really did take off in like mainstream because of the cartoon.
Soccer apparently still is popular. It still is apparently popular.
Yeah, I don't watch it, but I'm sure people like it. It just became a little too formulaic, in my opinion. You can only watch so much of it.
Well, David's also meant for children.
Yeah, that's true.
Not young children. The anime, I mean, not the game. Because the game is still played by a lot of adults.
Oh yeah, I thought a lot of people liked it. I don't. I think the game's actually worse. It became more formulaic. It's like, it's this game again. Can't wait. New Pokemon. Oh boy, that's why I like Arceus, because it actually like did slightly different.
No, that they do decide to change it up once in a while, but it gets
Not enough.
Enough of a drag off on it.
Yeah, it just takes too long. It's like, all right, same gyms, the combat systems, the execs. Yeah, it's like they're slightly different with like IVs and that kind of crap. Like a different like gimmick battle type, with doubles or triples or that kind of stuff. But it wasn't enough. Like I like Arceus because it actually felt like a 3D Pokemon game.
Well, unfortunately, you're talking to with the wrong person on this.
Yeah.
You should ask the expert in question, Mr. Napier.
Napier, the
Napier, you've been requested as an expert.
expert in Pokemon games. Pokemon cards. I think that market died pretty quick. I think it'll still be around, but it crashed pretty hard.
Yeah, it was popular in the day when people still did analog. Now it's like,
I actually heard like as a game, it was never like super popular. It was mostly like collectors, just like the Pokemon. Like I always enjoyed Magic when I played it as the game, you know, not like a collector's thing. Which is good since they screw over any of the collectors in the market now because they have to re-release the same card 5,000 times.
never got into Magic.
That's a good game. I think probably the best. Well, I haven't really played a lot of TCGs, so I can say it's the best, but it's based on almost nothing. No other experience.
There was a time when Nintendo turned the TCGs into video games itself.
Yeah.
Not like the Pokemon the game, but like Pokemon TC.
Oh, a TCG, yeah.
In Game Boy format or in gaming format.
Yeah, because they were. It's amazing how popular. I guess after like Hearthstone really did it, where it's like the online TCGs became popular. Because Magic resisted it for a long time. I think after they saw Hearthstone and like Shadowverse get so popular, like, hey, we need to make our online offering better. Because it just kind of sucks where you have to like collect, because they make you buy the cards online as well as offline. So it's like I don't want to have two different collections.
No, it is. I think it would be solvable if you put like a small QR code in it.
Or NFTs.
Oh yeah, that's specifically linked to your account, so nobody can duplicate it. It can only be scanned once and linked to your account, and that's it.
I'm not ready yet.
So there is like they have like a special thing called Arena. And they're actually adding in like certain mechanics just for that. They have like special cards just for it. And like certain mechanics that wouldn't work, like in a card game itself, you know, because it just requires too much tracking and too much with like, you know, transformations and stuff. Because then if you want to do it in a game, an actual TCG, you would need to do, you know, so much, you know, like gatekeeping, or not gatekeeping, but you know, like note keeping. Bookkeeping, I guess is the word I'm looking for. That it just make it unfun, but in an actual online game where like it's doing all the rules for you, you're allowed to do a lot. You can do a lot more with it. This is kind of cool.
They even did it with The Witcher. Like The Witcher The Witcher 3 was so popular. Several of its in-games were turned into actual games. The Gwent game in The Witcher 3 got its own kind of card game online.
Oh wow!
Its own card game on PC. And then they even made a story about it. It's sort of kind of a story game, and changed the game a bit. It was called Thronebreaker.
Oh, Thronebreaker.
Like, say what you want, but they keep updating it. So say what you want about CD Red, but fuck it. They did a really good job, and it's apparently still very popular.
Oh wow, that's cool. Well, it's interesting where that got.
It's relatively cheap, and you know you can buy in. You can opt in to actually use real money to kind of advance, like it's usual like online mobile games type of thing,
Yeah.
but it's completely optional.
Well, that's cool because I guess I got to make money somehow off it
Yeah.
when you're a business. Was in the games for Pokemon. Frankenstein's monster, suspension of disbelief, the liquid Terminator back in the day. I don't know who you're talking about.
I think it was, what was it again? Sloth, correct me if I'm wrong, was it not Terminator 3?
Telly Savalas.
With the T2000, I think it was.
Mm-hmm. Terminator 2. I think had the cop Terminator.
Yeah, but it was in the thing in the third one is was the more liquid one was the female one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or did they do it also in the Terminator 2, the liquid one? I don't remember.
Yuck. Female Terminator. They ruined that franchise.
Oh, they ruined everything, man.
I never watched anything after 2. I think that's where the series peaked. Hey, I guess you gotta make money. Like that poor Indiana Jones thing. Feel bad. I feel bad. I think that 5th one's gonna tank like crazy. Most
They
likely.
already say it's tanking together with the Pixar movie Elementals, apparently.
Oh yeah, that didn't. I heard that didn't do great. Unfortunately. What it is though? I think that it might have. They probably. I think just the element things was just a little bit too obscure. Like they can't relate it to real people.
No, it was woke bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It was what was it again? Toxic masculinity, LGBTQ, that type of shit was actually mentioned in it, apparently.
Oh goodness! I heard they had non-binary characters.
Yeah, it was,
Well, I'm gonna end the stream here. It was very fun talking to you guys. Thanks for liking the video and joining me. Hopefully, I'll be back. I'll probably be back tomorrow actually with a Zelda stream for Saturday, and then Sunday with Minecraft. It was a lot of fun.
Don't miss it. Come watch Dave.
Yeah, exactly.
His soothing voice.
Soothing video game voice. We talk crap about other people.
Yes, we're gonna shit on Mr. Stone for his absence. Shame on you, Mr. Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Learn PC building skills.
Can't even build a computer right. My goodness. All right. Goodbye, guys. I'm going to end the stream here. Always got to leave a delay for a little while. That way it's not like